Alright. Yeah, hadn't been here for a little while. Got the COVID. Still feeling a little weak, but better. Decided to monkey around with something while I was kind of sitting around. Put a carburetor on it, a powerjet carburetor. I know normally that's used for two-stroke, but I had made it work once on a 175 four-wheeler ATV, and it gave it Muku power. I put it on this. It's not too much better so far. I've been just riding the flat desert up to here, and it's pretty similar to the stock carb. That was a really good carburetor, but it does have more pull on top. It revs out harder, faster. Definitely on top there's more wallop. Down below it's about the same. I just got to find out going up here whether it's going to accept altitude much, because I heard these have a problem with that. I did put a fish valve on the piece coming from the float bowl up to the top of the venturi for the power jet part, to tame it down. If I need to shut it down, I can shut it down. So we'll find out when I go up there, and if it starts running rich, I'll do that. I'll cut it down. We'll see how that works. But so far, yeah, definitely more top end. It needed that for sand washes and sand hills. Definitely a lot more punch. Like I say, mid to bottom, nah, no difference really. So we'll see how this works going up. See if it accepts altitude, because if it don't, I'm putting the other carburetor back on. That was a great carburetor. And then I don't know gas wise what this is going to do. It may ruin my mileage I get out of it. So that's another thing to be considering too. But so far I kind of like it. But we'll see on the climb here, see what she can do, and go from there. I mean, I'll adjust it if it needs to, and I'll jet it if it needs more jetting. So far it seems good. A little crappy on the low end. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't like the idle. She's not idling. Wants to cut out. But it pulls the heel with authority. Definitely better there. I may have to put a smaller pilot in it. This one's, what's nice about this one, this carburetor has the idle adjustment on this side, where the other carburetor was on the other side and you couldn't get to it. If you want to adjust idle on it, you had to pull the carburetor off. For this one, it's just right here, and I can do it by hand. So I'm gonna add a little to it. Let's see. Still need to see. Hard to do with the helmet on. Shit. Oh, here it is. It's big. Okay, so that hand doesn't want to go. That's awkward. Let's try the other hand. Yeah, she wanted to. It's got, I don't know if it's too lean or too rich. I won't know. Huh, this hand don't want to. Shit. It's kind of a bitch. Still a bitch. I mean, you could get to it. Here it is. Okay, I'm at a better angle now. Shit. Probably should have brought a screwdriver. It's hard to turn. Well, I can't get much on it. So, I'll have to turn up when I get down. Just deal with it for now. It's weird. It's a weird deal. Yeah, a little hard to turn, so it's got a good spring. At least it's not going to bounce around, come loose, and I've had some bikes do that before. Really not a good thing. So, I'm okay with it. Being a little stiff. Certainly don't want to change it on the trail. Yeah, has a little leveled out spot and then it comes steeper right at the end. But I mean, it's a pretty good hill. Pretty good judge right there. And it felt like I just had more oomph. Not a lot. Is it worth going over the stock carburetor? Not really, not yet. I don't see any value other than the fact I do get more punch on top, and I do like that. Doesn't seem to be sacrificing anything else. Well, except for right now, it's not idling good. I think that can be jetted out. Either one leaner, because I wasn't noticing much in the desert about that. But as soon as I started getting to another 1,000 foot down at the base, I felt that that's when the stalling problem started, and I think it's worse now. So I think I'm running rich. Might need one less on the pilot. sit down and ride. That's because I'm just not feeling 100%. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit crappy down low. Yeah, a little crappy. It smells rich. Yeah, I think one pilot leaner might wake up the low end. Running rich. seems that I may have to lean the needle one clip. Although I didn't smell fuel this time. Not sure. I'm gonna need a little more time on it and then a plug check to see what this thing's doing overall. Yeah. I mean, I'm at that point where I really need to look at the spark plug to see where I'm at as far as jetting goes. I think I'm maybe running just a little fat. I mean, the top end's handling it. I think because of the displacement is rather large for a 30mm carburetor. And I mean, if it was ported, I think it can handle a 32mm on this real easy. But I got the 30. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to just screw on maybe a half turn on that fish valve and see if that affects much of anything. I mean, top end's been great though. I haven't experienced any bog or any rich or lean feel on the top. It really hits hard. It's definitely better than stock carb. Yeah, a little puzzling right now. I'm pretty sure though I'm right. It's either lean or rich, but it needs to be adjusted. That's all I know at the moment until I look at the spark plug. Now I was in a deep sand wash coming up. It just seemed like that wasn't right. I'm not even sure I got the right screw. It's hard to do with the helmet on. I hate to mess with it because the top is running really bitchin'. I'm not running into any lean outs with the altitude yet. I mean, I would say we're about 500, about 5,000, maybe 5,050 feet, or 5,500, I mean. So, be interesting if the idle down low is feeling it gets better as I go up. Then we're looking at the opposite. I need to richen that pilot. So this is an interesting deal. Why you need to do a plug check on this stuff. When I get down to the desert, I can run her wide open. Deep down on the porcelain will be the mix still there. I can tell with that. So we'll see. We'll see. Defog my buttons. Yeah, she needs a little jetting. Well, let's see if it's sooty. Looks a little bit. I still think I'm rich. Not horribly so. Yeah, a little sooty. Okay, so I'm thinking I just go to the next lower on the pilot and maybe drop the needle one. You know that, although I do know the pilot crosses over into the needle, but not much. But there is a transition in there, and you never really shut that pilot off. It's always having air going by it. It's always pulling some fuel. We'll see. I'll just try it with the pilot change first, and then I might look at the needle. I'll have to look at the plug though. I mean, if I'm like really rich, then I am definitely gonna go one leaner on the needle, one leaner on the pilot. That may be what's needed. Top end is great. I don't feel any difference on the pulling power up here as I did down there. So as far as the powerjet circuit added to it, I have no fear there. I feel real good with that. It is a D type slide, so it really shouldn't affect the low end. I mean, that should be the same as a round slide. Top end though, yeah, you get a gain out of a D size, a D style slide. So it's definitely got that. Yeah, I just think just a little refinement on jetting, and I'll have this. I'll have it. And yeah, she'll be in like Flynn. Yeah, so I mean, I don't feel any need to adjust on the fish valve for the power jet. I'm going to leave that alone, and we're just going to work on just a little leaner on the low and mid range. I think that will eliminate any flat spots, and it'll allow this to idle better. When I do tight enduro and stuff, I like for my idle never to stall. The other carburetor did that for me. This one, it's got a little blubber like a two-stroke, and yeah, I don't like that. And that's why I wired 4 strokes, is not to have that blubber. So I think we're running rich. I think we can solve the problem. I have all the pieces for it. The jetting comes with jets, this carburetor. Yeah, it says it's a I can't even see that right. I don't know if it's SQRP or hell. Actually, it doesn't even look like this type of writing. It looks more like Russian. Anyway, the carburetor is good though. So far, you know, I think I can adjust it out, and if I can, then it's worth having, because that extra power on top certainly really adds to something desperately needed for this motor. This motor lacked top end, and that gives it wakes up the top end. It definitely pulls better. It's definitely better. Just got to look at the fuel, see what kind of range I'm getting with this though. I do remember these type of carburetors on the 2 strokes need it really run low on fuel. Well, we still got a buttload of fuel in there, so I don't think it's doing much. I'm going to go ahead and I brought some fuel. I'm going to go ahead and just put it in there just to get it out of the container. I've been riding easy because I just don't feel good. I definitely do not have all my strength. I'm just kind of riding a limp, letting the bike do all the work. I'm not doing anything. So, and that's what I love about this bike. It'll do that for you. You can ride it easy like that. turn into a jackhammer or something stupid. I had several. My KTMs didn't like putting. They wanted to go. So, you know, when you get my age, you need to have a bike that can putt as well as go hard. So this does it. Very cool. Yeah, on the top end, I mean, the way it feels, it's like a small big board kit. I feel like it's a 280. It just a hit. So, let's see if I can get this. Yeah, I still got the camera running. I didn't notice. No, I knew I did. That's why I was talking. But yeah, we're gonna pour this fuel in just for the heck of it. I don't need it. I could make it back to the truck, no problem. Like this. If I had another rider, I'd go single track. The single track's right here. I'm just not feeling real good, and I don't have a second rider. The bike's not running 100%, so we won't do that. Not today. I'm just not up to it. It takes strength when you ride that single track stuff. And believe me, I feel like a girl right now. One with no muscles, you know. Well, there's girls out there that can freaking ride, I can tell you. Back in the day, it was Sue Fish. Wow, that girl could ride. No doubt. And she'd be riding like a 360 Husky. I mean, you know, big bike. I'd just shake my head. She'd make it look easy. Wow. I was impressed with her. Yeah. Darlene Payne was no slouch either, I'll tell you that. Either one of them girls could ride. And there's a lot more other riders out there now. And you got, what's her name, Brap? She's really doing good on that hard enduro stuff. I have to tip my hat to that, because that takes some conditioning. She's got it. Pretty impressive. Alright, well, I was able to put the fuel in, but I don't think it used a little more fuel when I fill up right here. Usually it brings it right up to the top of the cap. And I had it to the top. I'm just a little down. I mean, yeah, we probably use a little more fuel, but it's not enough for me to worry about. Yeah, no, I'll be fine, because I've been having enough gas when I got back. I thought I wasn't going to, but this thing does get some range, and it still, with that carburetor, still gets good range. So we're gonna, most likely it's lean, and we're gonna get that, rich, and we'll get that solved, and we'll have this thing, I think, dialed in. I'm impressed with it. It is where I'm going to keep riding it, because I'm going to keep the carburetor on, just even if it rides like it does, just because of the extra power on top. I like that. I'm just going to have to clean it out like a two-stroke if I can't get this out and it wants to blubber a little down low. I'll just just have to treat it like a two-stroke, and that'll be that. I mean, because it's not enough to make it to where you say I can't deal with it. You know, I mean, I can, but if I can make it perfect, and I got the stuff to do it with, make it perfect. We're gonna try. All right, these jettings down, and then go with the other, and we'll go from there.